I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Fantastic. So, we're going to get the questions. Are you ready back there? We have a lot of questions. Are we ready? They're not quite ready. Hold on. Okay. Are you guys ready over here? Any questions? All right. Yep. So, I feel like a magician. So we're going to start by giving the candidates 2 minutes, and then I'm going to be, I don't want to interfere with that, so give me just a second to explain. So you three are going to ask questions to Maynard, and you three are going to ask questions to Jody. How's that sound? That sound good? So, these are for, so you start with number 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Yeah, so well, you can, the three of you guys can divide those up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, if we get to that. So, and there's 1 and 2. And so, have you decided what you're going to do there with those? All right. Awesome. Okay, so yellow card is 30 seconds, and red card means you're done. And you can all follow along on your phones if you like. So we're going to turn the time over to, who wants to go first? Let's have Maynard go first, unless you choose to have Jody go first. It doesn't matter to me.
So are we going to ask a question?
We're going to do a 2-minute intro. Sorry, 2-minute intro because we're stalling a little bit for time because there's questions still being.
I'm Maynard Olsen. I'm Maynard Olsen. I'm a medical doctor. I live and work here in Orem. Was begged by many people to run in this school board election, and I'm excited to do so. I was on a school board in San Diego, California for 8 years. The president of the board through 4 of those years. It was an interesting experience. I'm very much in favor of teachers and allowing them to teach in the very best way that they can. I'm very interested in students, allowing them to learn in the very best way that they can, whether that's some very patient teaching to help with them with their dyslexia, or somebody that just gets out of their way and lets them tear down the educational process road to learn all that they can learn. I have 12 children, and some of them seem to be born learning calculus, and others struggle to learn things less complicated than calculus. But it's great to be their dad. I've been very interested in their education and encourage them to get the most rigorous education that they can get. Had a lot of experience in multiple leadership positions in San Diego. I was the chief of the medical staff of a 400-bed hospital. That would be about 2 or 3 times as big as Utah Valley Hospital, and enjoyed those experiences. And I guess my time is getting close. And so I am excited to be here today and to talk about hopefully some issues that will ring dear to you. And, I'm grateful for this opportunity. I thank you. When I ran the first time for the school board, I went to the school board offices and I said, does anybody want to know what I care about, what I'm interested in? They said, oh no, we'll get you at the League of Women Voters debate. And I went to the League of Women Voters debate, and half the audience were my kids. So I'm glad to see you here tonight.
Thank you. I'm grateful for this opportunity to be with you tonight. And I too want to say thank you so much for being here. This is really a tremendous thing to have you here and to participate in this debate. I want to thank the PTA for hosting this and having the foresight to do so. And I wanted to let you know that I have been a PTA member for 29 years. And currently I am a PTA member. And this is an important group to the district to involve our parents in many aspects and many good things that happen in our classrooms. I also wanted to thank our students that are here tonight. They're taking time out of their busy schedule to have this experience and opportunity. They come from our great high school, Mountain View High School, and I appreciate the time that they have in being here. I've lived in Orem for 33 years and have raised 4 children here, all of which attended and graduated from our local schools here. Now I have 12 grandchildren, and 7 of them are in our local Alpine School District schools. So I have a real vested interest in what is happening in the schools. But besides that, I have a passion for public education and for making sure that our students have all of the opportunities possible to help them become with their parents, to help them become an educated citizenry. When they graduate from our schools, that they will be able to move into a college experience or a career experience and be able to contribute to our communities. And that is the purpose of public education, and I'm grateful to be a part of it. I look for many good things that we do in this district. This is the premier district of the state, Alpine School District. It is also the largest district in this state. And it is also the lowest funded district in this state. So, stop. Thank you for being here.
So let's have the first question for you. Oh, I got the microphone. All right, hold on.
Okay, Jody has a school board history that is open for public view. During the time of your public school history in California, there were layoffs, contention, disruption, low morale, and disrespect for parent input. You said that if you could get the majority of people on board like yourself, there would be a lot of changes. What specific changes would that be? And would they align with the philosophy of Oak Norton and Hans Andersen, who endorse you? To repeat the question, Jody has a school board history that is open for public view. During the time of your public school history in California, there were layoffs, contention, disruption, low morale, and disrespect for parent input. You said that if you could get a majority of people on the board like yourself, there would be a lot of changes. What specific changes would that be? And would they align with the philosophy of Oak Norton and Hans Andersen, who endorse you?
Thank you for that question. In San Diego, the school board had been run by appointees of the teachers union. Now when I use that, I'm not opposed to teachers at all, but I am opposed to some of the tactics of teachers unions, especially the NEA, the National Education Association, which is their biggest union. And so when they did not have a majority of the votes they needed to do whatever they wanted, they had some very difficult times. I do not know of any layoffs that took place in the district. Somebody has brought up that there was an article in the San Diego Union that said I made people stand out in the rain because I changed a meeting or something. Apparently Alpine School District never changes its venue, and no one is ever not listened to. I have not been rude or unkind to anybody that I know of. On our school board, there were 2 people who absolutely hated the other 2 people on the school board. There were 5 of us. I was the only one that could talk to both groups. That's why I got to be president so many times, is because they couldn't stand each other. And so, contention, absolutely. There was tons of contention. Not by my making. If anything, I was the oil on the troubled waters that tried to help that situation be better. I also have a school board. You're welcome to look up the minutes of our school board. They're televised if you want to see them on television.
Okay, I appreciate how hard it is to defend some things that you do as a school board member. And I too have received a lot of the information that my opponent's time on the school board. And so I need to ask the question to myself, with this contention, with the disruption, with principals leaving, how will this affect his time on the board if he becomes a school board member in a highly functioning, very, very profound district that is very proficient and one of the best districts of this state?
This is for candidate Sundberg. What is your fiscal philosophy? In the past 16 years, Alpine School District has spent $5 billion and not once did you vote against a budget item. To repeat the question, what is your fiscal philosophy? In the past 16 years, Alpine School District has spent $5 billion and not once did you vote against a budget item.
Alpine School District
$5 billion.
Thank you for that question. I am a very conservative fiscal school board member. We look at all of the different issues, what is going on with the district, with our funding. As I told you before, that Alpine School District is the lowest funded district in this state. As we work with our budget, I was able to hire a business administrator who is extremely conservative and fiscally sound. That's why we receive awards every year for how well we do as a district. We budget our money and are able to do more things with the dollars that we have. We put them into our classrooms. Did you know that 70 cents of every dollar that we spend goes into instruction? Actually, 72 cents of every dollar that we spend in our budget goes to instruction in the classroom. Did you know that less than a half of a penny to every dollar goes to district administration costs? We are all about putting dollars into our teachers, into the classrooms, into the tools that will help our teachers teach. That's where our dollars are invested. We also have transportation dollars and our administrative dollars in the school. But 72% of our dollars goes into classroom instruction. Did you know, by the Taxpayers Association, that is the highest percentage of any district in this state? And the less than half penny per dollar is the lowest per pupil to administrative cost of any district in this state.
I get a minute. If you're fiscally conservative, I would hate to see what somebody who wasn't would do on the board, since you voted for every increase of salaries of all of the administrators. You voted for bond measures every time those have come up. Most of you probably know that 70% of your property tax goes to the Alpine School District. It's maxed out, taxed out, has nowhere more to go. That 100% almost of your state income tax goes to the Alpine School District. So this is real money from real people. From real people. We have the highest percentage of administrators in the state that make over $100,000. Our administrator makes more than twice what the governor or a state senator makes. So if you're fiscally conservative, heaven help us if we have somebody else.
So do I get a minute? Okay, 1 minute.
So he should have been able to get it the last time. You're going to get that.
Shut up.
Okay, starting. Thank you for bringing that up with the percentage for our superintendent and other administrators in our district. By the way, we don't have more than any other district in this state. But it is very important to note that because we are so sound as a district and accomplishing so many things as a district, we are grateful for an administrative team that can help us to achieve those kinds of things. And we look forward to all of the continuous improvement that we will have. When you talk about the governor, I smile at that because we have a superintendent that has his PhD in education, a governor who is an elected official, which, by the way, 15 of his employees in his office make more than he does. Thank you.